Hi everyone, welcome back to English with Anastasia. Today I'd like to share with you some useful tips on how to introduce yourself in English. Now, when do you need to introduce yourself in English? Let's have a look at the possible settings first. So, you might want to introduce yourself um, in an English class, for example, when you join a class and teacher asks you to tell a little bit more about yourself to the other learners, you would also be required or asked to introduce yourself at a job interview, for example, when you are applying for a job and you need to tell a little bit more about yourself to your potential employer. You might also want to introduce yourself at a new job in front of colleagues. Yeah, so say you got promoted or you got a new job, you've only just started and you need to share some information about yourself to with your new colleagues. You might also want to introduce yourself at a leisure activity. A leisure activity. So, say you are joining a gym, for example, and the people there who are doing the workouts with you might like to know a little bit more about yourself. Why not? Or you might want to introduce yourself at a big event, a corporate event, right? Where there are lots of people, a big audience, and you might be asked to tell a little bit more about yourself. Yeah, in greater detail or in less detail, depending on the actual event. Now, let's have a look at some basics, the basic tips, basic information that you can start with when introducing yourself to others. So you could start by using a greeting plus your name, right? So greetings are further subdivided into formal and informal greetings. Formal greetings are greetings by time of day. So you could say good morning if the meeting's taking place in the morning, good afternoon if the meetings is on in the afternoon, or good evening if the meeting is taking place in the evening. So good afternoon, guys. Informal greetings are greetings such as hi, hey, hiya, or what's up. Informal greetings are used obviously in informal settings, contexts. So perhaps these greetings would be more appropriate for use when you're introducing yourself at a leisure activity or in front of your colleagues at work or some other informal settings. How to say your name. So you could say, I am, yeah, I am, or I am is shortened to I'm in the contracted version. So I would say, I'm Anastasia, or I'm Anastasia, or my name's, my name's. My name's again is a contracted form of my name is. My name is Anna. Or if you are talking to someone on the phone, or at a big corporate event, you could say, this is, yeah, this is Anna calling, right? Or this is Anastasia, right? On to the next one, and we are going to move on to talk about where we come from, where we are from, our origins, our ethnic background, and basically a little bit more about where we grew up. So, the very basic phrase you could say is I'm from. I'm from plus the place name. I am or I'm plus the nationality adjective, right? I'm from Latvia. I'm Latvian. If you want to say where you grew up, you can say I was born and raised in. I was born and raised in Latvia. Uh, you could also talk about where you were born and where you were raised, if these are two different places. So you could say, I was born in one place, but raised in another place, right? I was born in France, for example, but raised in Canada, right? I grew up in. Yeah, so this phrase is used for where you grew up, but now I live in. Yeah, so if you grew up in one place, but you now live in a different place, like myself, you could say, I grew up in one place, but now I live in. So personally, I would say, I grew up in Latvia, but now I live in the UK. I've been living in. Yeah, so if you want to imply or if you want to specify the period of time you've lived in a particular country, you can say, I've been living in the UK for 17 years. You could also say, I'm originally from, but I'm now based in. Based in is where you currently reside. I'm originally from Latvia, but I'm now based in the UK, right? So, on to the next one, and let's look at occupation and profession. So, to talk about the job that you're doing, you could say, I'm a plus position at where? The place. So, I would say, I'm a teacher at a local college, or I work as a teacher, as a or an plus the job title. I work in the general area. So I work in teaching, for example. If you want to add some more information about your qualifications, you could say, I'm a subject graduate. So you would say, I would say, sorry, about myself, I'm a linguistics graduate, or I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in linguistics, or I have a BA in linguistics. Now, number four, how do we talk about our experience? We could say, I have plus the number years of experience in the plus the occupation field, right? So if I was to talk about myself, I would say I have 11 years of experience in teaching. Or I could also say I've worked in teaching for 11 years. Next one, family. If you want to add a little bit more information about your family, you could say that you come from a family of plus the number. I'm from a family of four, for example. If you have any brothers or sisters for which there is one word in English, which is siblings, you could say, I am one of number siblings. I am one of two siblings. If you haven't got any brothers or sisters, siblings, then you would say, I am an only child. I am an only child. Hobbies. How do we talk about our hobbies? We would say things like, I really like or enjoy. I really enjoy fitness classes, for example, or I'm a big fan of fitness classes. And you can also use this informal expression, which is I'm into. I'm into fitness classes. Okay, on to the next one, and let's talk about age. Now, ladies might not necessarily like this one, and it's up to you. You don't have to reveal your age. But if you do, here are some phrases that you can use if you want to talk about the age. So you could say, I am or I'm number years old, or I am plus the number. So talking about myself, I would say I'm 34 years old, or I'm 34. I'm 34. You could also, if you don't want to specify the exact age, you could use the following phrase, I'm in my early, mid, or late, plus the decade, right? So you could say, I'm in my mid 20s if you are 25 or 26. I would say I'm in my mid 30s. Yeah, I'm 34. turning 35 soon, so I would say I'm in my mid 30s. If you want to talk about a teenager, yeah, you could say he's in his early, mid, or late teens, teenage years. Fun fact. Now we come to a fun bit, probably the most fun bit of all in a self-introduction. Teachers like that, we like to ask our students, please, can you share a fun fact about yourself? So to spice up your self-introduction, why not use a fun fact? So which fun fact can you introduce um, or talk about? You could talk about a weird like or dislike. Yeah, something that is, I don't know, something that you like, but that is not quite ordinary. Facts about your pet, for example, right? So fun facts about your pet, or how many pets you've got. Some people have big number of pets, which is also quite fun or entertaining, an achievement or extraordinary experience, right, that you have encountered or that you have had, or a fear, perhaps. Speaking about myself, I would say I have a big fear of spiders, arachnophobia. Yeah, so I'm petrified of big spiders. Right. Thank you for joining me tonight in this video. If you like this video, please follow my Facebook page for updates. I am Bearable English, and I also have an account on Instagram, English with Anastasia. And you can also find me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is English with Anastasia. Thank you very much. And comment with your self-introduction. How would you introduce yourself? I'm very keen to find out. Let me know in the comments. Thank you.